All right, you guys, on my way to work real quick. Well, I ain't on my way to work, real quick. I'm just driving, trying to get to work real quick, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Well, we all curious. Worst nightmare, which was Anthony Joshua retained the heavyweight title by defeating Anthony Joshua. By defeating Andy Ruiz in the 12th round unanimous decision. Most people was not impressed with the way Anthony Joshua fought. A lot of people felt that he was backing up, didn't want to engage, and he basically fought not to get caught again. And well, that's factual. I mean, at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua don't believe in his chin. There were times where Anthony Joshua considered mixing it up, but then he decided, nah, I don't think this is a good idea. So I'll just clinch him. Anthony Joshua got rocked a couple of times in that fight. Now, a lot of people may think, based off the way he fought, that that could help him against Wilder. I still see Wilder catching him eventually and just putting him away. Besides, Wilder is deceptively stronger than what he appears to be, and that's fact. What's up? So Wilder is exceptionally strong, and he's the same. He's actually maybe an inch taller than Anthony Joshua, and he has a longer reach. So I think he'll bother Anthony Joshua. Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So I'm not, and the thing is about Anthony Joshua, you want to root for Anthony Joshua because he a brother, but at the end of the day, he don't move like a brother. He marched to the beat and the demands of Eddie Hearn. So if you wonder why certain people don't respect him, that's the reason why. And then he just started talking all this crazy talk, all this crate, and he gave me the exact answer that I didn't want him to give when asked in the press conference about Deontay Wilder. He's not looking to fight Deontay Wilder right now. Deontay Wilder, I mean, he gave you the basic tongue-in-cheek, typical, I'm not fighting this dude. Now, more than likely, I don't know. I don't know who had the belt long. Maybe Ruiz by like maybe a month, but that's about it. Neither one of them had a long title reign. So Shannon Briggs' title reign was pretty short. So I'm not even gonna like sell y'all this pipe dream that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is gonna fight anytime soon. Y'all gotta stop listening to this baloney ball. Oh man, the fight is gonna happen. Like, dude, we don't want to see fights happen 3 years from now. Oh, appreciate it, Utah. Appreciate it. What's up, bro? So, hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. So, if you excuse me, you guys, I'm gonna just prepare for New York. I will be attending Bud versus the Mean Machine, so it's official. I will be in New York. I got my press credentials, so yeah, I'll be there. And I got some questions for Bob Arum too, because like I said, y'all gonna see that I'm neutral. Y'all gonna see I'm fair with everybody. Because the thing is, we can't ask Al Heyman the tough question because Al Heyman won't talk to nobody. But Bob Arum, I'm gonna ask Bob Arum, what's it gonna take to get these fights made? And I'm gonna tell Bob that the fans are getting restless. We want certain fights. I don't want to see Bud right after the Mean Machine. I know the Mean Machine is his mandatory, but I don't want to see Bud fight these type of dudes no more. Now, I'm going to try to get Kenny Porter on the phone. I'm going to try to get an interview with Kenny Porter. And at the end of the day, it's up to us. Internet media is powerful. It's been proven that we powerful. We got to call these promotional companies. We got to call their offices. Call Top Rank. The PBC got an office in Los Angeles. Exactly. I'm gonna ask Bob Arum. Bob, why don't you call Al Heyman, man? Have lunch. Try to get these fights did, man. I want to see you periodically work with Al Heyman. Like, okay, you gonna work with Al Heyman to get Fury Wilder too. We want this did on a regular basis. We want fights, and that's all I want. I don't give a damn about this promotional shit. I don't care about the other side of the street. I don't give a damn about none of that. I don't give a damn about none of that stuff no more. Because like I said, I'm done caping for people now, because at the end of the day, the people that I didn't cape for, they ain't gave me what I wanted. They ain't gave the fans what they wanted. Like I said, this ain't the revenge business. Okay, you not going to make fights because somebody sued you or whatever the case may be. This ain't the place and time for that. Because at the end of the day, the fans steal pay-per-views when we go to the fights. So you not delivering what we want. So yeah, call Top Rank office. Top Rank got a website. You can call their office. Call their office. Call Top Rank and say, hey man, it's time to make fights. Call the PBC. All these dudes got like Twitter accounts and all that stuff. Hit Sylvia up. Hit Tim Smith up. Hit all of them up. Say, hey man, we want fights. You tell this to Al. Since Al won't talk to us, you relay this message to Al. We want certain fights. Same thing with Eddie Hearn. You call Matchroom. You email Eddie Hearn. You tweet him, Facebook him, all that, and say, hey man, we want fights. We're tired of seeing this. Because all Anthony Joshua is gonna do is he gonna make it difficult for Wilder to get the undisputed championship. Because he gonna abandon one of those belts, if not both of them. He gonna either abandon the IBF or the WBO. Because he have like 6 months to negotiate with Usyk. So Usyk will fight. Usyk will get a what you would call a vacant championship shot. Then more than likely he'll beat whoever he fights. Because Anthony Joshua then proven he just don't want to fight. He's proven on several occasions he not trying to fight Wilder. He don't want to fight. He keeps like all that stuff about be patient and all that stuff. Man, we've been patient. Nobody wants to wait. For real, nobody wants to wait like 5 years, 6 years before we get, this type of fight. It took us 6 years to get Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. 6 years. They started talking about the fight. Well, actually, it took almost 7 years. They started talking about them guys fighting way back in 2008, and the actual fight didn't happen till 2005. We don't want to wait no 5 years to get fights. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, that fight is going on 2 years now. Well, it has been going on 2 years now. Since 2017. The end of 2017. And do we have a fight? Absolutely not. So no, I don't want to wait an additional 3 years for this fight to happen. The fight need to happen. People are getting restless, and it's just time. As far as what's going on in the welterweight division, look, Errol Spence is out for a while. He's not going to be back. He already said he's not coming back till June. And even if he come back in June or July, he's still going to need at least 2 tune-up fights. So they're not going to that's what I'm saying. They're not going to make Errol Spence Crawford no time in 2020. So at the very least, if we lucky, we may get that fight in 2021. But I think by then, who knows where Bud gonna be as a fighter. So it's best to push for these fights now. Okay, if you can't get Bud versus Errol Spence, which is not gonna happen anytime soon, a good consolation prize is Bud versus Sean Porter. Like I said, I named some people, some PBC fighters. Jamal James would be a solid fight for Bud. Like I said, fights gotta happen. Danny Garcia, he done made it very clear he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Bud. But his dad talk all that stuff. They called the man a nappy head. They made all kind of like dark jokes about him and all that kind of stuff. But then he won't let his son fight him, which is weak. See, Danny Garcia, he fights Bud, he gets humiliated. Danny Garcia, if one thing, Danny Garcia struggles against mobile fighters, guys that can maneuver, that got guys that give. Why I say he got a chance against Pacquiao, because Pacquiao is known to get reckless at times, and Pacquiao could walk into something. But Bud curb stomps Danny Garcia. He stops him. So that's why they probably not gonna take that fight, and that's why they haven't taken that fight so far. Well, AJ is gonna fight. They saying he may fight Public, whatever his name is. He may fight him in March. A fight that nobody is gonna watch. And now Anthony Joshua is talking this. Saudi Arabia isn't that bad. It is that bad. It is that bad when you got legalized slavery. So it is that bad. So I don't know how Anthony Joshua could sit up there and say that. And now he talking like everybody got to come fight him in Saudi Arabia. See, this is the thing with Anthony Joshua. He uses those type of things as excuses to get out of fights. I don't think Wilder should fight in Saudi Arabia. Me, myself, I don't think no fighter should fight in Saudi Arabia, especially if they black, due to their policies. Okay, people can holler about they cool with the sheik all they want, but their policies is horrible. So no, Wilder shouldn't fight out there. Hey, what's up? I knew in that press conference he was going to evade the question of Deontay Wilder, and I knew he was going to come with some cornball answer about fighting Wilder. The very thought of him fighting Wilder just gives him nightmares. And I hate to say this about somebody like Anthony Joshua, but at the end of the day, you got to tell the truth. Like I said before, I'm going to jam all these dudes up. I'm going to jam them all up. He the mandatory for the WBO, which I don't know how he's the mandatory, and he only didn't have one fight at heavyweight. I need for somebody to explain that to me, because at the end of the day, all these sanctioning bodies is crooked, you know, as Mystico would say, crooked like a roach leg. They all are. You only didn't have one fight at heavyweight, and it was against a nobody, but somehow you the number one contender for the WBO. If Wilder should be the number one contender for all of the belts. But Usyk was a cruiserweight. He was a cruiserweight. He only did have one fight at heavyweight, and he got made the mandatory. Like I said, Wilder should be the mandatory for all of the belts. He got the WBC belt. How is he not the number one contender? And he got 10 straight title defenses of his WBC belt. So how is he not the number one contender for all of the belts? Well, I'll tell you why. It's phone calls being made and envelopes being given to people. I don't think they're gonna make no franchise champion for the WB. The WBO already told AJ he got 6 months negotiated fight with Usyk. And I seen Usyk's first fight at heavyweight, and I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't that impressed at all. I mean, he tall and everything. He like 6'3", 6'4", but I don't see him as that big of a threat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you get made the mandatory and you fought a nobody. I think AJ and Tyson Fury I think they gonna fight one way or another. I think that's in the cards. I think what they want to do is they want to make sure that Tyson Fury take as minimal damage as possible against Wilder. They'll put him in the ring with two tomato cans, and then they may set up a fight with Anthony Joshua. Because keep in mind, this fight is taking place in February. So Tyson Fury could easily squeeze in 2 fights, and then he could get a December showdown with Anthony Joshua. I think that fight is going to happen before. I don't think Wilder and Anthony Joshua is going to fight no time in 2020. They trying to age Wilder out. That's all you got going on, you guys. It's a con game. They trying to age the man out. Fury is going to suffer the same fate that he suffered in the first fight, except this time when he get knocked down and out, he going to stay out. There won't be no PM this time because this fight going to be in Vegas. If I was Wilder, I would request Kenny Bayless. I've interviewed Kenny Bayless. I interviewed him a few weeks ago when I was at the fight. More than likely, I'll be there. So more than likely, I'll be at Wilder Fury too. So I should be there. I already cleared my schedule, got my off days in, so I should be there. So I'll be in Vegas covering that fight. Yeah, Wilder went vegan. Wilder is a guy, he take care of his body. He take care of his body. Yeah, for real. Yeah, Wilder take care of his body, man. Wilder is he'll be ready, man. So if they think Wilder gonna get out of shape, they sadly mistaken. And Teddy Atlas said it himself. He said Wilder is a young 33, 34. And like I said, the man take care of himself. I know that to be fact. Well, that's the thing with AJ. The thing is with Eddie Hearn is I love how he has his ready-made answers. See, guys like Eddie Hearn, you got to ask him a question that don't have nothing to do with what you plan to ask him about. Then you slip that in, because Eddie Hearn already have his answers prepared. Yeah, Wilder says he's a vegan, so I think he'll be fine. I think Wilder's gonna be a dude that's gonna probably be effective for another. Wilder probably can effectively fight to 38. Because all it take is one punch. And he not gonna cheeseburger himself out like George Foreman did. Just, get away from boxing and just start eating a bunch of cheeseburgers. I don't even see that in Wilder's. I just don't see him doing that. Well, I don't want to see him fight till he's 40. I think he kind of playing with fire, but I think he could go till he's like 38 for sure, and get to that 51-0, because that's what we want him to do. You kind of pushing it when you start talking about 40. Yeah, that's the thing. He don't spend a lot of time like wasting punches. He's not gonna throw a whole bunch of combination punches and burn himself out and then put himself in a position to get countered. Because he don't waste punches. Because he gonna stalk you. He gonna stalk you. He will, and he proved he was willing to take punishment to dish out punishment. Because he got caught a couple of times by Ortiz. And he took Ortiz's best punch as well. The thing is, Ortiz couldn't take his punches. And I think Anthony Joshua, the reason why Anthony Joshua really don't want to fight Wilder is because he knows that in all likelihood he could possibly get up on the scorecards with Wilder. He could possibly be up on the scorecards and Wilder just land that one punch and it changes the outcome of the fight. And I think that's what Anthony Joshua is so worried about. He knows if he gets caught with the wrong punch, he knows it's over. And I think that's what he fears most. It ain't the fact that he want to lose. He don't want to lose by getting knocked. He don't want to lose by winning. Basically, what I mean is he don't want to be winning the fight and then he gets caught. That's what scares him. That's what he really worried about. Because I think it hurts a fighter even more when they win in the fight and they get caught versus, okay, this dude outclassed me. He was just a better fighter. Because it affects your mental psyche when you ahead on the cards and then a dude lands something and it puts your lights out. And I think AJ is fearful of that.